Hey sunshine, welcome to my channel. This is Capari and I'm so stoked to have you here. I hope that you're having an amazing day and that my reading can uplift your spirit even more. Just know that you're always loved and protected by your spiritual team any day, anytime. Now guys, we are having a really juicy reading today. We're going to talk about how to enter your lover's era. So we have a lot of eras in our life, and sometimes as we approach, I guess, a certain period, we want to embrace our lover's energy. And that lover's energy could stem from so many aspects in life, and of course it could be a romantic love, but it can also be platonic love. It can also be just doing something that you love. So today we're going to tap into that energy, the energy where you guys feel the most. Okay, so for you guys, if you're thinking of a romantic situation, focus on that energy. Or some other of you, if you're already partnered up, you may want to expand on that love that you carry. Or you may be thinking of, diving into something else that you may love, so we can also look at that. But essentially today we're going to look at what your lover's era looks like, where you're at right now, what are your strengths and weaknesses, or things that may hinder you from entering your lover's era. And also getting into your era, like we're gonna pull some messages, direct messages from your spiritual team to get you closer to the energy where you feel the most love, regardless of what situation it might be. And finally, we're going to channel messages from your chosen loved ones. So they could be their 3D self, they could be their higher self. So just keep that, in mind. Yeah, so without further ado, let's introduce you guys to 3 piles today. Pile number 1, you've got the Moonchild Tarot deck with the Shadows edition. This is lovely. And your crystal is the amethyst. Pile 2, your tarot deck is the Star Child Tarot deck. Yeah, and your crystal is the Flower Agate. Pile number 3, you guys got the Moonchild Tarot deck, the original Moonchild Tarot deck. And your crystal is the Septarian Stone. As always, tap into your intuition, taking a deep breath into your heart space. Take all the time that you need, and once you feel that a pile is calling out to you, scroll down to the timestamps below, and I shall see you guys in your reading. Hey there, pile 1. So if you chose the Amethyst and the Moonchild Shadows Edition Tarot deck, this is going to be your reading all about how to enter your lover's era, and also what energy is that going to look like. So first of all, we're going to look at your oracle cards to see what your lover's era looks like, what energy you feel the most loved. Okay, so let's have a look. We have number 42, 4 powers with home. We have 14, throat chakra. Number 25, reparenting yourself. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Wow, yeah, it's a lot of homey energy. I love it. Number 22, invasive. We have universal coherence. Number 15, appreciation. Number 11, by the book. And we have waves of change here. That's another gate. Wow. Okay. Alright, so hopefully we can see everything. Great, so first of all, I feel like your lover's era is like when you are being parent, when you are taking care of others. Because I feel like deep down you're very nurturing and you like to be like in harmony with a lot of people in your life. And yeah, and with the fourth house energy and also like, you know, this team of elephants sort of coming together, and the fourth house also talks about the home life. So I feel like your lover's era is like a harmonious home life where you feel a nurturing towards others. Perhaps you are nurturing for your loved ones, for your younger ones, for siblings, for your family, and friends. I feel like you really value connection. You really value like being connected with other people. And I think having someone to talk to, having someone being there for you, and you know, like when you come home from work, there's someone waiting there for you, or you vice versa, like you could be the person waiting at home for somebody to come home to. I feel like that's the energy where you feel like, you know, this is where I feel sense of belonging. Yeah, a sense of meaning, sense of belonging. You feel like, you know, you're part of someone else's life and you have so much impact. And yeah, this also gives me the vibe of that, you know, feminine energy, the Nine of Pentacles energy, where you feel like taken care of and you want to be that person to take care of other people as well. Yeah, I feel like this is about like connecting with other people, and also you're giving from a place of love. You're giving from a place of you're being fulfilled. Because, you know, sometimes we will give from a place of reciprocity. I give because I want something back from the other person. But no, you guys give just because you're naturally giving, just because you're naturally generous, and you don't expect anything back from other people. But of course, like if people take advantage of you, if people are like, you know, unappreciative and like not reciprocating and not, you know, like just taking things for granted, I feel like you guys are not tolerant of that. Even though you may love someone so much, like you still set your boundaries. But yeah, I do feel like you want to be that beacon of light for other people. Like you want to be able to inspire changes for other people, and also be there, like be a supporting pillar, like be someone who's supportive, but be someone who's really significant in someone else's life, and someone whom they can turn to, someone whom, you know, they maybe you listen to other people, maybe like a lot of friends come to you for advice perhaps, or just a lot of people like naturally want to open up to you because you're naturally empathic and giving, and you want to be there to support other people. I feel like your lover's era is all about being there for people, being supportive, and also you inspire people to change. Like, I feel like you really thrive seeing somebody change, or somebody else's life change because of you, because of something that you did, because of something that you said. So perhaps you're working in a career where you're inspiring changes in younger people. You might be a teacher, perhaps. That could be something that, you know, really inspire yourself as well. Or you could be like a counselor, or who else gives advice to people? Like a motivational speaker, like, oh, even a tarot reader. Like, we're here to give advice to people. I feel like you guys are also naturally good at that, naturally good at giving advice to people, and really telling people like what's the best case scenario, or like how to put their feet forward. Yeah, you're very good at that. You're very good at like leading by example, and inspiring others to change, inspiring others to, like, even if they don't have the best intention, even bad people or negative people, like, you're not afraid to be there to like support them through their dark times. I feel like you're gonna stick out. If you're like a friend to someone, you're there to stick out for your friend, you know, through thick and thin. If let's start again. You're there for your friend through thick and thin. What a tongue twister. But I feel like deep down you really want people to change. You really want people, if you see injustice, if you see people are not behaving in their best self, like, you're tolerant of them, but you kind of, you want to naturally be able to like pivot them forward towards the right path, or yeah, be like a parent, basically like a parent, where you want to, you know, provide people the security for them to change, for them to change their behavior, to move forward, to see the light of things. You know, things aren't, you know, always meek and dark and negative. Even, you know, you guys, or even though someone may have been through a shithole, doesn't mean that that's the end of the line, doesn't mean that they have to embrace the darkness. And I feel like you're there to show people like there is still light in the world, and you gotta trust that. You gotta trust that you have the power within to change. And I feel like that's your lover's era, and that's the most empowered version of you as well. By you empowering other people, by you like just showing people how they can change their current circumstance just because they don't see a path ahead, or just because they're in this dark place where they feel like the night is there forever. It's always winter night, like, when is my spring coming? And you're there to show people the support. You're there to show people that, you know, like, nice people do exist, and there are actually people willing to help you, but you have to first help yourself. And you're letting people realizing that they have their own power within them. Yeah, geez. I've been also taken to, yeah, like, being a community like support system, like I just feel like you guys, yeah, I'm really getting the strong sense of like teacher vibes, or like just a mentor, just, you know, someone's beacon of light, just being a parent, just being able to take care of other people, like a guardian, like a foster parent even, like. And or if you like have like a certain religion or a certain community, you may be someone who, you know, organizes events, organizes like charity events, organize like things that help other people, like a volunteer worker. Yeah, by volunteering to help people, I feel like that's helping you stepping towards your lover's era as well. But we're going to look at more into like the advice in the second portion. But basically this first part is just like an overview of like what your lover's era looks like. Okay, so let's get into more kind of details with your tarot cards. And you guys chose like, yeah, the shadows version of the moon chart is like, you see the shadow within people and you still believe their light. Oh, I love that. Like, yeah, you still believe someone else's light, and I feel like you're there to really show people like they don't have to face their shadow. They don't have to let their shadow like override them, because this world is, there's equal amount of light as there is with darkness, and you're there to show these people. Yeah, wow. Oh my goodness. Pile number 1, you guys are definitely light workers. But let's have a look at where you guys are at, okay? In regards to your lover's era, where you guys are at. We also want to talk about your strength getting into this era. Oh, of course, it's the Empress. We have, what are their weaknesses? Okay. Oh, we have the Moonchild. Interesting. We also want to get into, okay, the advice for pile number 1. We have the 6 of Pentacles reverse. Messages of your chosen loved one. So this portion, just think of a person, or think of a someone, or think of a group of people as well, because I feel like you are literally changing lives for so many people, and I just feel like a lot of people are grateful for your existence. They're so grateful. Like, it could also be a family, it could also be like your community. I feel like this message is from your chosen loved ones, whoever they are. We have the 8 of Cups. Okay. Oh, so sweet. And we also have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Oh, and we haven't flipped this card over. Oh my god, the Emperor and the Empress too. Okay, cool. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Seriously, pile number 1. I really love it, because where you're at is the Emperor energy, and which means that you guys resonate with both like feminine and masculinity, regardless of your gender. And you guys are also very fluid. Like, you guys can embrace the masculine energy to do things, but also like the feminine energy to like receive, to attract. And I feel like you are already getting into this lover's era. You are. Perhaps some of you already feel resonate with the first part of the reading. You're like, yeah, I'm doing all this like volunteer work. I'm like changing people's lives, and I feel so fulfilled. And that's your lover's era, and you guys are already stepping into it. But at the same time, the Emperor feels like, this Emperor especially feels like, it's almost like a hermit. It reminds me of the Hermit card, where you guys are, you know, heading towards it, heading towards your own path, your own destination. And you guys are not allowing anyone to sway you off path. Where you're at right now is where you're supposed to be. I just feel like that. I just feel like where you're at is exactly where you're supposed to be, and you don't need to doubt whether you're on the right path or not, because you are. And Spirit is like telling you that you're already like halfway there. Even, you know, if you're not already there, you're getting so close to this Lovers era energy where you feel the most loved. And just by knowing that you have your power within you, I feel like this power stems from within you. Every time you changes someone else's life, or every time you make an impact, you make a footprint on someone else's life, is going to empower you to do more for other people. And that's a really amazing energy. We also have the Queen of Wands here too. So that's the energy where, like, you guys are so passionate about making changes, about helping other people, about making this world a better place. And it's not like you're doing something that is so glamorous. It's not like you have to own like a few charities, or, you know, you don't have to be donating like billions or millions of dollars. It's not just about the amount of money you give, or it's not just about the amount of followers or the amount of impact, but it's also like just your immediate circle. And people appreciate you. People appreciate what you do for them. People appreciate, like, if you're the friend, they appreciate such a good friend you are. If you are the family member, you're like the most loving parent. You're the most loving and supportive sibling there is. And yeah, I just feel like you guys need to know that. And that is also your strength, because we have the Empress here. And that is all about, like, you know, being there for people. Like, it's the nurturing energy, like the Queen and the Empress. It's someone who's nurturing, someone who's giving, someone who's generous with their time and energy and their love, and that is what you're naturally good at. So yeah, I just feel like you guys just need to continue to lean into your feminine side, continue to lean into, like, willing to give despite of what people may have done to you. That's what is going to get you closer to the Lovers era. And also, this card talks about creation, and I feel like you guys are, yeah, maybe naturally good at creating space for people, and people feel like secure. People feel like they're being heard. Sometimes people just need their space for people to hear them out, and you guys are so good at creating that space, so good at creating that, you know, giving people the time and attention for other people. And that's the greatest gift you guys have, holding space for people. And you guys don't even have to give a lot of feedback, and just by, like, people talking to you, just by people, like, you know, talk out their problems or releasing their stress, I feel like you guys are encouraging people to find answers within themselves. So it's like your family member or your loved ones may, you know, talk to you about something, and you don't necessarily need to give them a solid direction. They sort of intuitively pick up on what you want to say without you saying that. It's like a yeah, it's just like you guys have the power to like encourage people to find answers within themselves. And I feel like you help people to pick up their own intuition. You help people to pick up like they have the answers within themselves, and you're there to hold space for people to figure that out. And that's such an amazing gift that you guys have. Oh yeah, that's really amazing. And we also have the Moonchild, so that is a special card to this deck. And I just feel like I'm going to read this card intuitively, but something that may be hindering you could be if you are, oh, you know what I'm getting? Like, because the moon talks about like our emotions, right? Our secretive side of things. And yeah, you know what they say about like psychologists or counselors, like they also need counselors. It's like therapists also need therapy, because they soak up so much of the negativity from other people. Perhaps a lot of people like to unload their burden at your face because you're a naturally good listener, you're naturally there for them. But by you guys being way too giving, by you guys absorbing so much of their negative side of things, because everything is energy, like even the situations, the people speak, so the negative experiences that people endured, and then they sort of speak it out towards you, and you naturally absorb that energy just by you holding space for people. It could be a little hindrance, because if you guys continue to soak up so much of their negative energy, if you guys continue to like hold space for other people, you naturally will be exhausted and feel worn out. And it's almost spirit telling you like, learn when to slow down and learn when to cleanse your energy too, because there's so many bad vibes or negative energy out there, and you guys need to discern those energies, and you guys need to be able to say no, or be able to take time for yourself, for you to cleanse those energies. Like, you guys are powerful cleanser, powerful healer, but often the healers don't have people to heal them. Is you know what I mean? Like, you guys are so good at healing other people, but like when you guys needed healing, like no one's there for you. So you guys have to learn to take time for yourself to heal yourself as well, so that every time you heal other people, you're giving from this place of, you know, fulfillment. You're not feeling drained and worn out and trying to still hold space for other people, because like you can't even do it for yourself, you know. So make sure you are like taking care of your energy, is taken care of before you hold space for other people. But yeah, sometimes also the emotions can get to you, because all the emotions hold vibrations, and sometimes empaths tend to have this problem where, you know, you guys pick up the emotions and you guys need time to cry about it, or you guys tend to need time to unleash it and release that emotion. So one thing you need to be careful is like not to soak up too much of the emotions from other people, and have the time and space for you to cleanse your own emotions, release your own burden. So yeah, we'll get into also the advice here too. So Six of Pentacles reverse, yeah. Yeah, this talks about imbalance. As we said before, like, you guys may tend to overgive yourself, and that's the imbalance that you guys are creating. Like, you have to make sure you're creating that balance. You have to make sure you're creating that harmony. You know, if you're giving out this amount, make sure people are giving you back the energy as well. Because what tends to happen is we overgive ourselves and people don't give back to you. And if you really want to embrace your love's era, you need to make sure that people are giving back to you. Because otherwise, this is not going to sustain. You know, like, you can sustain this for maybe like 1 or 2 days, but if people are not giving it back to you, if people are not, you know, like, holding space for you, you can't sustain it forever, and then you have to go back to recluse. You know, this is the energy of recluse, of like the hermit. That's why it's reminds me of the hermit. You have to go back to hermit mode to heal yourself. And I feel like one thing is about like creating the harmony and also setting the boundaries, and don't be afraid to ask things from people. I feel like if you guys are constantly giving to people, like, don't be afraid to ask for, you know, the same back from people. Maybe you are having a bad day, or maybe you guys are going through tough times. Instead of just, you know, trying to cry about it on your own, you guys can also talk to people, and someone else should hold that space for you. You know, that's how you can have the that's how you can sustain this energy. That's how you can sustain the lover's energy, where you guys have this back and forth flow, and you guys are accepting, you know, people that are giving to you as well. Yeah, because it really like highlights how you have a tendency of overgiving yourself. So that's the advice. Okay, with the 8 of Cups here, this is the message from your loved one. I feel like it sort of ties in really well with this energy, because first of all, your loved one is always there. The 8 of Cups is like, you think they are gone, but they're actually not gone. Oh wow, I'm getting chills. Maybe you have someone who's over the other side, on the other side, and they want you to know that even if you think that they're gone, they're not. They're actually here for you. And you guys are like extremely intuitive. Pile number 1, I just feel like you guys are extremely intuitive. And also with this third eye chakra here, with the crescent moon, you guys can connect with your loved ones on the other side. It does give me the vibe of like someone is on the other side, you know, looking over you, even though you may feel that they're gone from the physical realm. they're not gone and they're constantly there, and all you have to do is ask for a sign. And I feel like they're constantly giving you signs as well. Perhaps it's someone that they love when they were still around you, like a flower or a scent, or even a song that they used to love. And you guys are going to see those signs reminding you that yes, they're still around you, and all you have to do is ask and they're there. And knowing that you guys are being supported as well, like you guys are not fighting alone, you guys are not, you know, just a martyr, basically, like giving all of yourself and not receiving back. Because that's what I get here sometimes, like you guys are too nurturing, too overgiving to your own detriment. And your loved one is saying that you guys need to take time to recharge, and you guys need to learn to set the boundaries, and also learn the back and flow, the ebbs and flow. Like you need to make sure that there's the equal amount of giving, equal amount of receiving the energy back into your life. So yeah, I really love that for you. And I think there was one more thing. Yeah, you guys may be slow to leaving a situation as well. I feel like sometimes you know a situation that may be bad for you, but you guys continue to give this person's like the benefit of the doubt, or you guys continue to give this person excuses where, you know, like they are immature, you know, they're gonna change, or things like that. I feel like you're the parent where you're so tolerant to your child or to your loved one, where it's to your own detriment. It's not, and to a point where it's not even helping them, because like you're just giving everything that they want, and they cannot grow because they just get what they want. And you know what's best for these people is actually let them fall and let them take responsibility for once, and that will allow them to grow. Because like you cannot hold their hands forever. I feel like as much as you want it, as much as you want to be there on by their side, like 24/7, like protecting them out of harm's way, you have to learn to let go sometimes in order for these people to grow, to learn their own lesson. Because living in this world, like they have to know how to protect themselves, and you're not gonna be there to protect them 24/7. So that's another thing. Yeah, so but you guys I feel like are already in your lover's era. You guys are already in your lover's era or close to it, and you just have to continue to hold space for yourself and know that your strength can also be your weakness sometimes. So you have to make sure that you're not overgiving yourself, and you know your limits. By maintaining this harmony, by maintaining the give and take dynamic, you guys can continue to stay in this lover's era, rather than stay in this era for a while and drop out of it because you're exhausted, because your tank is running empty. Okay? Oh, wow. You guys are amazing. I'm sending you so much love, you guys. Thanks for being here with me. So I'd like to thank you and your guides and angels for being here with us today. And I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me. I'm sending you and your loved ones and your community all of my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star, like a moon child. I believe in you. Continue to be that beautiful light. And yeah, take good care of yourself, pal number one. Ciao. Hey there, pal two. So if you guys chose to flower agate, and also the Star Child Tarot deck. This is gonna be your reading all about what how to enter your lover's era, and also what your lover's era looks like. Okay, so what energy that you feel the most loved, and how are you going to tap into that energy? So as I said in the beginning, it could be, you know, romantic, platonic, it could be like, you know, work related, it could be family related, it could be so many things related. But let's see what your lover's era is going to be like. And yeah, we'll talk more about it. So we have your oracle cards here. Let's take a look. We have number 23, Jupiter, abundance. We have 1, confidence. We have number 13, emotional freedom. Wow. We have number 4, untamable. Interesting. We have freedom and we have untamable, you guys. We have blue spectrum. We have number 49, angel of love. Oh my goodness. We have 25, around and round. Interesting. And we also have voyage. Okay. Yeah, we can see everything pretty well. Okay, pile number 2, please, Spirit. Their lover's era. Funny we have angel of love here. But first of all, I feel like your soul craves for that personal growth and development. It's like you love loving people, pile number 2, and you love the feeling of being loved. You love the feeling of like connecting with others, but also at the same time you love to explore and expand. It feels like your lover's era is all about expanding your soul, expanding yourself, and love is also an expanding energy. And I feel like by you guys tapping into the essence of expanding yourself, getting to know people, getting to know things, getting to kind of broaden your horizon, right? It's going to places. We have voyage here, we have like untamable. And with the eye here and the birds, it gives me the vibe of like you want to be free of expressing yourself, and you want to be free of adventures. I feel like you want to be able to, yeah. And I'm getting Sagittarius energy as well with the Jupiter, and it's about going on adventures. It's about exploring new exciting ideas and seeing new places, and I feel like your soul likes to be stimulated with different experiences, and that's where you will feel the most love. Expanding yourself, meeting new people, and the round and round also goes to say like you don't like doing things systematically. It's like if you have to be stuck in a job where you have to do things, you know, like a machine, like repetitive task, or if you have to do the same experience, if you have to go through the same thing over and over again, even like your personal relationships or romantic relationships, if you are going through the same cycle again and again, you will feel sick. And And that's why I feel like you guys love to go for different types of people. Or you guys probably don't even have a type where you're like, oh, you know, this is my type of person. You may have like a brief idea of what your person looks like, but I feel like you guys are very open-minded when it comes to like your relationships or your ideal partner. And you guys are willing to explore, willing to have new experiences, try things out with yeah, different kinds of people, different cultural background, different religion background. Yeah, and also we have like, yeah, we have a lot of wings here. Like, I just feel like you have to be in a relationship where you feel like free. You know, like if you're in a relationship where you feel suppressed, if you're in a relationship or with someone else who try to tear you down or who suppresses your creativity, who doesn't like going on new experiences, that sort of thing, I feel like you will feel exhausted. And you need someone who is willing to expand with you, willing to be like your partner in crime, willing to explore new ideas, and really having that stimulating conversations and stimulating experiences. Yeah, one thing about your lover's era is like this constant transformation, this constant like up leveling. Yeah, up leveling, and it's all about the abundance, right? Too, with the Jupiter abundance, it's yeah. I feel that some of you sees life as a feast, as a buffet, and there are so many things for you to explore, and you cannot wait to put everything onto your plate, and which is really cool. Like your lover's era, I feel like it's just this feeling of having so much going on, having so much excitement. There are so many hobbies that you guys may have, or just a lot of friends, a lot of your friend group may also be really big. Like you also may have a lot of friends, or even if you don't, you guys like socializing, or not necessarily like partying a lot, but you guys just love the idea of exposing yourself to new experiences, exposing yourself to new new exciting ventures, new exciting things. And it's almost like this child, I'm getting this sense where you guys are like a little child looking through the glass, like a rose tinted glass, where everything feels so bubbly and happy and exciting, and you're just cannot wait to explore more and more and fulfill your life with so many meaningful experiences, with meaningful people. Yeah, I really love this energy for you guys. Yeah, you guys may feel like connected to animals, and birds especially too. I feel like you guys look up to the sky a lot, and look up to, like, sometimes you guys wish you were a bird. Sometimes you wish, like, you know, you can soar up in the sky. That's interesting. So that's basically an overview of your lover's era. It's expanding, exploring, the excitement, the energy. And I feel like you guys are also naturally like charismatic. Like it comes off pretty natural to you, like connecting with other people, and also just being able to like love people so like unconditionally. You know, you guys are not judgmental. because you guys dislike of being judged as well. So I feel like this is, yeah, your lover's era is all about like, you know, accepting of others and loving others the same way you expect people to love you. And you want someone who mirrors your energy, and you want someone who can keep up with your pace, so to speak. Yeah, someone who can handle you, or someone, I don't think if anyone has ever said to you that you're too much, pile number 2, like, don't listen to them. You guys are not too much. You guys have so much to offer, which is amazing. Because imagine if a person has nothing to offer, nothing to give to the table. It's their life is going to be so boring. And I feel like you guys bring so much to the table. And never allow anyone to say like you're not enough, or like you shouldn't be like this, you know, happy, or you shouldn't be, you know, going out this many, you know, this many times, or whatever. Yeah, I just feel like you need to hold your energy sacred. And celebrate yourself, celebrate your energy, celebrate how like amazing kind of person you are, that you have so many aspects to yourself, and it's only natural for you to want something from other people, like want the same from other people as well. You guys need someone who can like keep up with your pace. You guys want someone who also loves unconditionally, who also sees life like a child, basically. It's like your lover's energy is, it's like two children coming together and just play and have fun. And you guys need that, you know? And yeah, just make sure you're protecting your beautiful inner child. And if you haven't found someone who mirrors your energy, if you have not found someone who is just like you, like, it's going to be someone you can meet just like you. You guys are going to meet each other. So keep expanding yourself, keep fulfilling yourself. If you haven't found like your lovers, it's going to come in due time. It's going to come when you guys are like in the process of expanding your soul. And I feel like once you guys come together, if you haven't, it's going to cause like an even bigger explosion. It's like there's so much you can share, so much you can teach each other. Yeah. And if you guys have met someone, like, comment down below. I would love to see like your like day-to-day dynamic. I think it's going to be so fun. Like, you guys are naturally so, like, you guys have good sense for humor, and I feel like you guys just throw jokes to each other, and your banter, your conversation is going to be, it's just so coded but so amazing. And yeah, there might be a lot of inside jokes as well between you guys. I'm just getting that sense of your relationship is something that is so unique, and something which is so valuable. That is why, like, if you guys haven't met your partner, your romantic partner, I feel like just rest assured you guys are going to meet them, because they're so unique and they are so hard to find. They're basically a gem. And you guys are a gem as well. That's why, like, when you guys meet, you guys are going to value each other. You guys are going to recognize each other. Okay. Yeah, so okay, I guess that's about it. So let's get more messages from your chosen tarot deck. So we have your Star Child tarot deck, right? And we're going to look at where you guys are at, and how are you going to get into this lover's era. if you haven't. Okay, what strengths you guys have? What weaknesses you guys have? Ooh, we have 2 cards for your current situation. We're also going to get some advice. So, strength. Not too many cards. So, tell me about the strength of pile number 2. Getting into their Aries energy. Oh, literally flipped over. And we have the weaknesses. Ah. Okay, we have the star reverse. What about the advice for them? Advice for them getting into there. Okay, we have Page of Crystals. We have the 6 of Wands. Last but not least, we want messages from your chosen loved one. So think of a loved one or someone who you guys are going to meet if you haven't met them yet. And this is going to be a direct message from them. If you haven't met, it's going to be from their higher self. Ooh, no, that's too many. So messages from their chosen loved one for pile number 2. Oh, I need to relight this candle. Yeah, the 10 of Swords reversed. That's a lovely card. And we have Justice at the back of the deck. And what do we have here? We have Perspective. Nice. And the Empress. Wow, okay. Pretty amazing. Yeah. Okay, let me just pop everything into the frame. And okay, cool. Now, where you guys are at right now, I feel like you guys are already on the right path. Because with the Perspective here and the Empress, I feel like you guys are, yeah, already getting into your lover's era already. Like manifesting your person if you haven't already. So continue what you're doing right now. The Perspective card, or with the Hangman energy, you guys may feel like nothing is going on at the moment on the surface, which is so not true, because there is so much going on in the ether. There's so much going on in your mind, and every single thought that you give out to the universe is going to contribute to your manifestation. So pay attention to what you are thinking on a day-to-day basis. Are you thinking of negative thoughts? Are you thinking, oh, when is he coming into my life? Or are you thinking, I am so excited? You know, because I feel like you guys are already very preoccupied with what you are doing. And it's all about like having the right mindset, having the right perspective, and thinking of the joy of life, thinking how much your life is, offering you. Think of how amazing your life is right now, whether you are at school, whether you are at work, or whether you are, single or partner. There's so much to feel loved and appreciated for. And with the Empress energy here also talks about you guys are at this place where, like, you guys are just basically waiting for things to bloom. It's already here, but sometimes I know it's hard for humans because like we don't see our manifestation and we start like questioning the universe, like why is everyone, you know, having their manifestations? Why is everyone like already feel so loved and I'm here single, or like I'm here not doing the things that I love? Or, you know, sometimes we beat ourselves down, and that is natural, but rest assured that you guys are already on the right path and you guys already have done the work. You guys are, yeah, basically on the path. And with this two major arcana here, it really like goes to show that you guys just need to chill out and wait and continue what you're doing. I feel like you guys have so much on already, and your life is basically so full right now, where you guys are totally doing the things that you love, totally engaging new experiences, engaging new people, and that is how you know you're getting closer to your loved one, getting into your lover's era, because you guys are feeling more loved day to day, day by day. You guys are doing the things that you love, or you guys are feeling loved, or you guys are just, you know, being appreciative of what life has to offer. And celebrate your freedom, because not everyone has the freedom of doing the things that they love, you know, able to afford a meal, able to go on holiday, able to buy things that they love. And tapping into those loving energy really helps you to get closer and closer to your lover's era. It's really cool. I like this one's looking up, and this one's kind of looking like down or hanging down. Yeah, it also feels like your higher self is so close to you, or you guys are intimately connected with your higher self and your loved ones. There's already this closeness here in the foundation. So yeah, right now you are really close. I feel like some of you may already be with someone that you love, or getting closer, you know, feeling that loving energy. So I feel like I'm just beating around the bush here, but that's what I'm seeing here. So sometimes we just need to be reminded of how loved we are, because like when you're not seeing the real thing, like it's very easy for us to question. But nobody ever questioned if the earth is flat. I mean, if the earth, yeah, because we've learned that the earth is round, or earth is a planet, you know, there's gravity here pulling us down. But when we cannot see something, when we cannot quantify a thing, it's hard. It's hard to have that faith, that trust. Yeah, that is why, you know, sometimes you just need to be reminded of the evidence that you're getting closer, that there is someone out there for you. There's someone who never thinks that you are too much, and they are going to value you and your unique individuality. And yeah, celebrate that. Pile number 2. So we have your stream here, which is the 7 of Swords, and I love how 7 of Swords here, like this sword is standing out to me. And the 7 of Swords also talks about, well, some readers may say it talks about like cheating, but to me it's about like being sensible and also being able to, you know, win in the most efficient way. I feel like that is your strength, you know. You guys don't like to take the hard route. You guys don't like to do the hard work. It's not because you're lazy, but because you guys know that there is a better way, or there is an easier way to do things. So I feel like tapping into that, tap into how easy it's supposed to feel. It's not supposed to be hard. Your lover's era is supposed to be something that comes naturally to you, something that feels natural to you, something that it's easy, something that you are passionate about. And you guys are going to, yeah, I just feel like you guys don't have to do a lot of hard work when it comes to getting into your lover's era. It's more about, you know, taking things lighter and having, yeah, what's the expression? Just seeing the lightness of things and taking things more lightheartedly. And not to be so serious about, you know, I need to sign up for, you know, online dating, or I need to sign up for a matchmaker agency or whatever. Yeah, there's nothing like that. I just feel like that is your strength too. It's about like going with the flow. It's about doing things like that comes naturally and easy to you. And people who likes you is going to be attracted to you, and they are going to be chasing after you, because like, yeah, you're in the Empress energy. It's about like chilling out, taking good care of yourself, and allowing people to come to you, allowing things to come to you. Yeah, and that is your strength. And also like being intellectually smart. Being intellectually smart is not the word. Being intelligent, okay? Being like, you're able to turn things around. And oh yes, and also the perspective energy. You're able to turn things around when things aren't, you know, looking so good. I feel like you just have the power to look at the brighter side, or you just have the power to, you know, maybe people have sabotaged your work, but you use that to your advantage. Is there an example we can use? Yeah, okay, let's say you're painting a painting. Yeah. And someone sabotages your work, and you manage to turn that mess into something that is so beautiful. Or someone tries to talk behind your back, but you turn the rumors to into your strength. It's like, let's say if people says that, you know, like pilot 2 like does a shit job, and you know, like they don't put a lot of effort into their job, or their job is just not really good, and then one day you just presented like an immaculate piece of work, and it just slaps all these people in the face. It's like, you know, you just proven yourself that you have the talent, and you're not being affected by rumors, you're not being affected by the gossip at work. And the truth speaks volume, you know? You don't succumb to like all this petty drama, and that is your strength. And that is your strength into also getting into this lover's era where, you know, like nobody can sabotage your greatness. Like, even if there's like a love rival, like people are going to see so clearly that you have the upper hand. Like, you guys are, you know, the real deal, instead of those petty, you know, people who are trying to sabotage you behind your back. Yeah, and with the star reverse here, I do feel like one thing, You know what I'm getting? You don't trust your power sometimes, pile number 2. It's like sometimes you're a star, but you don't realize it. You don't see yourself as that great. And regardless of what I just said, right? Like, you feel like, oh, like, what are you saying, Capari? Like, I'm not even that good. But, you know, you kind of like don't accept that you're a star, that you have the star quality. And that could be potentially something that is hindering you from getting into your lover's Aries energy, because you don't believe that you deserve a loving relationship, or you don't believe that you're that good, or you don't believe that you will meet somebody amazing. And that is your biggest enemy. Your biggest enemy is literally yourself. It's literally your ego trying to talk you down, trying to say that, oh, you know, like, you're not that great anyway, you know, like, you don't deserve love, or you just, you know, you deserve to be single, or you deserve, you know, just a mediocre kind of partner. But no, that's your biggest enemy, pile number 2. Like, I feel like I've been hyping you up all this time in your reading, but you're still kind of like having second thoughts about, am I going to like meet someone, or am I really going to get it? And that's your biggest enemy. You need to step out of this energy. You need to step, literally snap out of it, and start seeing yourself in a different light. Start seeing yourself as the star of the show, because you are. Maybe those people try to sabotage you, sort of like leading you to having that imposter syndrome, leading you to believe that you're not good enough, that you're worthy, that you're not worthy enough. But Spirits is saying so clearly that you guys are worthy, and you guys are going to get what you truly deserve. You guys shouldn't be satisfied with any sort of breadcrumbs. You guys shouldn't be satisfied or happy with like people giving you just, you know, 1% of their energy. Yeah, with the Justice energy here, it's really telling you that it is now time for you to accept that, you know, you're also worthy, that you're also capable and worthy enough of receiving the same awesomeness into your life. And it's now time to get out of your own way, of stepping into your errors, of stepping into your lover's era, of stepping into this place where you feel unstoppable, where you feel truly loved by somebody just as amazing as you are. And we have the Page of Pentacles here. Yeah. And the Six of Wands. See? So Six of Wands is all about success. It's all about that success. And just one step at a time. You guys need to build up your confidence. I think you guys need to... Yeah, didn't we have that confident card in the beginning? I feel like this is one thing that you need to learn as well. Be confident in yourself. Knowing that you are worthy, that knowing that you deserve the greatest love of... Oh, I'm not going to sing that song, but it's... You guys deserve the greatest of all. And it's about rebuilding your confidence, you know. Page, okay, you guys may see yourselves as pages. You guys may see yourself as someone who just doesn't have a lot to give. And it is now time to turn that around. If you want to get into your lover's era, if you want to feel fully loved, first of all, you need to believe that you're worthy of being loved, right? Otherwise, how are you going to get into it? How are you going to feel loved if you don't even believe in that? So working on your confidence, working on your self-worth and working on appreciating yourself is definitely going to be very helpful for you. Yeah, and I do feel like you guys may be meeting someone who feels the same. There may be someone who feels not worthy, or you may have that, unworthiness being reflected or mirrored to you. And you can realize like how unhealthy that actually is. Imagine if your friend who's so amazing says to you that, I don't think I'm worthy of love, or like, I don't think I'm good enough for this person. What would you say to your best friend? What would you say to them if they're like super amazing, if they're so pretty, if they are really talented, if they're multifaceted, right? What would you say to this person? Oh, I'm not worthy. Oh, I don't think I deserve love. I don't think I can receive love. What would you say to them? This is what you should be saying to yourself as well, Wow, that is so powerful, Spirit. And with this card here is the message of your chosen loved one. It could be someone whom you're trying to manifest, or it could be someone you already know. But they are saying, with the Ten of Swords reverse, the worst is over. It is now time to move forward. Maybe some of you may have dealt with a situation where you guys are left brokenhearted, or you guys have left feeling unworthy. That is why you guys are feeling like you're not worthy of love, or you guys don't deserve love, or you guys are getting in your way. And now your loved one is saying to you that the worst is over, and it's now time to look up. It's now time to look at the horizon, the sunrise, The worst is over. The worst is behind you. Pile number 2. And now is the time to accept love. And now is the time to open your hearts up again. And I feel like some of you may have been manipulated, or just not feeling validated with your emotions. Like, you may have been into a situation where you guys don't feel like loved or validated, but people say, oh, it's all in your head. Or is that gaslighting? It's like some people trying to gaslight you. Some people saying that you're not worthy, or it's all in your head kind of thing. And I hate that when people say that, because they're not validating your emotions. They're not even taking accountability for their own actions, because it is because of someone else's action that triggers a response in your head. And if they're just saying, oh, it's all in your head, it has nothing to do with me, that's being irresponsible. And you guys deserve so much better. So that's your loved one saying, stop beating yourself down. Like, it is not your fault. It has never been your fault. Feeling unworthy, feeling not enough. And you guys are slowly learning to turn that around. Slowly trying to appreciate yourself, celebrating the human being that you are, being amazing, being multifaceted, having so many hobbies, and wanting to expand, and excitement, and all that jazz, that I talked about in the beginning. So let's get into that energy from now on, and let's celebrate you, pile number 2. And you will soon get into your lover's era by you guys celebrating your current success, by you guys celebrating how far you have come, even just looking back at yourself, at your past experiences. and hold yourself tight, saying to yourself where, you know, you survived and you have gone through so much and you still believe in love, you still believe. And someone is there waiting for you if you haven't met them yet. Pile number 2, that's a wonderful reading. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you, your angels and guides, for being here with us today. And your person. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute best, means the absolute world to me. And I'm sending you and your person all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star and believe yourself that you are the star. That you are attracting in this person, that you're stepping into this era. A brand new era for you guys. I'm so excited. Okay? Until next time, pile number 2. I'm sending you so much love. Ciao! Hey there, pile 3. So if you guys chose the Sagittarian stone and the Moonchild tarot deck, this is going to be your reading all about how to enter your lover's era. So as we said in the beginning, this lover's era is different from person to person, and it is essentially the energy where you feel the most love. So we're going to take a look at what it means to you with the oracle cards, and then we're going to get a little bit deeper on how do you get into that energy. So first of all, we have number 16, solar calm, clarify. We have 19, inner screen. 19, inner screen. Nice. We have 2 cards for you here. We have 11, leap of faith. We have emotional freedom. That's number 13. We have number 13 again, receptive. And I love how the butterfly comes out again. And the 13 is essentially the death card, which is all about transformation. Wow. Ooh. And so we have Archangel Ariel, elemental magic. We have number 24, adjacent possibilities. Number 16, all that glitters. And we have inner alchemy. Wow, inner screen, inner alchemy. Ooh, you guys are very... I'm getting a really wise energy from you guys. First thing I'm getting is like old souls. You know, if you guys resonate with like old soul energy, or if you've ever been like, you know, people telling you that you guys are wise beyond your years, or like you're very mature for your age, that is the kind of energy that I'm getting. And your lover's era is essentially just being aligned with yourself. And it is about, yeah, being aligned with your inner self and just following your inner guidance, following what feels best for your inner soul. Wow. And I feel like during this lifetime you have to endure a lot, you have to go through a lot in order for you to get to that place where you feel like unstoppable, or you know, when things happen, you guys are not faced by it. You guys are not, you know, like the world's not gonna like end just because something happened. And I feel like it takes a lot of trials and tribulations for you guys to get to this place where bad things can happen to you, but you're so sure of your inner self, and you're so sure that you are being protected. You guys are so sure that you guys are gonna be okay. And this level of serenity, this level of certainty about yourself, about how things are going to work out for you in the end. This is the place where you guys are, you know, going to feel the most aligned, the most loved. And it's not coming from someone else. And I love it, because when you expect things from others, they don't always deliver. But if you expect things from yourself, you guys can always provide that for yourself. And I just feel like it also gives you that sense of freedom, that sense of like liberty, because you guys are not trying to expect things from other people. Yeah, the fact that we have inner like twice, and we also have like transformation energy here, and like 2 butterflies, like come on, pile number 3. You guys are amazing. You guys have gone through so much, and you guys have still remain true to yourself, remain true to your heart's desires. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just realized you guys also have double 16, which is the tower energy. I do feel like you guys have to go through so much in this lifetime. But it's going to be worth it. If you guys are going through something bad at the moment, or if you guys feel like your life isn't going any better, like it is, because Tower is essentially the destruction, and it's tearing away the things that don't work for us. And just because something's not working out doesn't mean that your life, like you don't deserve something better. After the Tower moment comes the Star, comes recovery, comes like the healing energy, where things are going to slowly align, where you can heal yourself. And yeah, this is the place, this is your lowest era, where you guys are so calm and serene, and just healing yourself, and not expecting things from others, and allowing yourself to be fully aligned, and trust in your own power. Oh, the elemental magic, it's always within you. I love that. And I feel like you have to really see yourself. You have to be really strong for yourself. You have to be there for yourself, because there might not have been anyone in the past who were there for you. And sometimes you may think, why do people get things that I don't? Or why do people get supported and be loved while I don't have them? And it is okay to have those frustrations, but also it is because of those challenges you guys are able to turn yourself from a caterpillar to a butterfly. You guys are able to spread your wings and fly, because you have fallen before, because you have failed before, because you've been turned down or disappointed before. That's when you have the power to become successful in life. Like, not one single successful person on this planet hasn't gone through failure. Like, people have to fail thousands and millions of times in order to have one successful attempt. And this is what you guys are going to step towards if you guys haven't like really embraced this Lover's energy. Is being kind to yourself and being kind to, you know, making mistakes and acknowledging that you are making progress. Every mistake is you guys being one step closer to your Lover's energy, to getting the things that you want, to true happiness, that true fulfillment. And I feel like no one else can give that to you. And it's not because you guys like don't deserve it, or there's, you know, no one's gonna be there to love you. No, it's not because of that. Like, you guys will be loved, and you guys are loved. But Spirit wants to like remind you that you guys hold the key to bringing love to your life, to bringing that power back to your life. And you don't have to expect from someone else to love you, from someone else to pour into you, because you already have everything you need. You already do. And I feel like you guys, because you have gone through the bad times, because you guys have developed such a strong soul, you've seen the true essence of life. It's not just about romantic love, or it's not just about the fun. Of course, it's a very integral part of, you know, living, is to have fun, is to be loved. But it's also a not clinging. That's the thing. You're developing this non-attachment. Ooh. And your Lover's era is when you are truly not attached to a single thing on this planet. It's not like you're gonna be like Buddha or a monk, where you guys have no desires and whatsoever, because it's so natural to have human desires. But you guys are not attached to an outcome. You guys are not attached to a person or a thing. And this is actually so valuable, because a lot of us are so attached to the things. We're even attached to our own identity, right? We're attached to the things that we do. We are called this name, we have this job title, we are doing this thing, we go to this church or religion, whatever. For you guys, your Lover's era is all about not attaching to any sort of these labels, or any sort of material things, so to speak. And it's just about having that level of peace within you. And by you guys not being attached to a certain outcome, you guys are able to make bold choices. You guys are able to move forward with no regrets, and also like no fear. A lot of people operate from fear, operate from, you know, like social media, or just the media, the news in general is trying to like fear monger people. It's trying to throw out bad news. It's like you can get killed, murdered, whatnot. And there are so much like injustice in this world, blah blah blah, there's global warming. But you guys are just learning to detach from all that negativity. And because you guys are not attached to any sort of like the fear or the negative, the denser energy, this is the period where you can truly step forward and manifest the things that you want. And doors are gonna be opening for you, like literally. And because I really love this energy, because Power 3, it takes so much courage to actually come to this place, come to this understanding where you know, you guys are not attached. And sometimes I feel the same, because, you know, you don't feel attached to anything, and you see all these people holding on to like the titles, holding on to what they do, or what they drive, or like the amount of followers, etc. And it takes a lot of courage. It's also, it takes a lot of wisdom to come to this understanding where we don't need any of this. In the end, we're just here for a ride. In the end, we're just, you know, all we need is just a shelter, just some food, water, and we're here to make a difference in this world. We're here to live our truest, you know, the most authentic life we can lead. And I feel like you guys are, you know, stepping into this lover's energy, they're stepping into this era, and it's going to illuminate so many people's lives. It's going to, like, I feel like a lot of people will follow you, or will see you as their role model, because you guys are just so authentic, and you guys are so real. You guys don't have any sort of the human I mean, it's not to say you don't have any desire at all. It's just that you guys have minimal desires, and you guys don't like really cling on to things. You guys don't really have that unhealthy attachment in life, and that is the most valuable thing, and that is your most truest lover's era energy. Oh, wow, pile number 3. I actually don't expect the reading to turn out this way. But yeah, as I said, everyone's lover's era is going to look different. And for you guys, this is such a refreshing energy to see, because most people associate, you know, the being loved as, you know, I have to have someone there to feel loved. But for you guys, it's so different. As long as you have yourself, you can feel loved, and that is the most that's the most empowering thing ever. Pile number 3. I'm just taking a moment to breathe into this energy, to really, to really connect with yourself, connect with your own presence. I love that. And I also feel like you guys are just very spiritual, or very grounded too. Yeah, I feel like some of you may see like all this gold, or like all this, I don't know, financial wealth as I don't know, it's like a game. It's like it can come and go so quickly and easily. It almost feels like it's not even that important. And this lover's era is also going to be like you guys being seen, you guys being, maybe you guys have an idea that you want to put forth into this world, or just being acknowledged by people. Yeah, because I do feel like I do feel like just by you guys bringing out the message to the world, or you guys may be just advocates of, you know, being yourself and trusting yourself, and you guys, I feel like you guys have a message to bring to this world. And your lover's era, like the energy is, when you're able to do that, when you're able to show people that you know, perhaps some people are going through the same thing as you did, and you guys want to be there to help these people. Let's say you write a book about your experience, or you start a podcast or YouTube channel or social media platform just talking about, you know, your ideas or the things that you may have gone through. And just by you guys like being fully able to express yourself, yeah, being able to embrace yourself fully, and also like allowing yourself to be seen as yourself fully. That's the Lover's era. That's your era. When you can show the world who you truly are. When the world is also giving you feedback. That is the energy where you guys are going to feel so loved and fulfilled, because you're not hiding yourself. You're not, you know, and you're also teaching other people that, you know, the soul essence, how important it is. And just life lessons in general. I feel like you guys have so much to offer, and that's where you guys are going to feel in your Lover's era. Wow. Yeah, it's like setting an example for the next generation. Ooh, that is deep. Okay, that's amazing. Wow, pile number 3. Okay, let's get into more details. I'm sure you guys are already doing a lot of that, if that part resonated. If not, we can ask Spirit about where you're at and how do you get into that era. Okay, so we have your chosen tarot deck here, your Moonchild tarot deck. So we're going to ask Spirit where you guys are at the moment, and what are your strengths and weaknesses in regards to getting into your Lover's era, and how do you get into it if you're not already in it. And also messages from your chosen loved one. So where you guys are at, pile number. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. What about their strength into getting into their Lover's era? We have the King of Wands, reverse. What about the weaknesses? We have the Chariot. And what about getting into... Okay, so that's the advice. 6 of Swords, and we also have 8 of Cups reverse. And now we're going to get one card from your chosen loved one. So think of a person. It could be a person that you know, it could be a person that you wish to meet, or it could be a passed on loved one, whoever it may be. This is going to be their message to you into getting into your Lover's era and helping you on your journey. Okay, so pile number 3 is chosen loved one. Pile number 3 is chosen loved one. They might be thinking of what to say to you. Here we go. We have the Death. Oh my god. We have 3 butterflies now. We have Death twice. No, 3 times now. This is the 3rd Death card. This is amazing. And we have the 4 of Wands reverse at the back. Yeah, I just feel like... Anyways, let's focus on your tarot card first. Now, with the Knight of Cups here, currently you're walking towards your destination. It's like slow energy but steady. The Knight of Cups is moving, you know, using your emotions, using... Yeah. And you're definitely on the right path too. And I love how this horse is like just hopping over this river of water. I feel like sometimes you need to slow down and drink, and you know, this is a long journey. You have endured so much in the past, and there's also going to be a lot more to come in the future, and it takes a lot of courage to get to that place, to get to, you know, the energy where you guys are unbothered and also like unstoppable. So I feel like taking your time to give the full cup to yourself, that is going to be very important. And right now you guys are just in between places, like getting towards your goal. And I just feel like resting is very important to you. You guys are, you know, taking one step at a time, and Spirit doesn't want you to rush the process in getting into your lover's era. It is very crucial for you to take one step at a time, to know that you are on the right path, and also knowing that you will get there. So it's all about being gentle with yourself, and you're allowed to rest when you feel like it. When you feel like life is too overwhelming, it is okay to rest for a bit. Okay. Perhaps it's only for some of you, but the 4 of Wands, I guess, could be something that fell apart. Maybe you guys are going through separation, or you guys are going through, going through a breakup, a separation, or things that didn't work out that you thought it would. That is why this message came through, the resting, like allowing yourself to slow down and rest, and just one step at a time. There's no rush, because you are going to get there. Pile number 3. Okay, with the King of Wands reverse here. Yeah, okay, it's very funny. Your strength could be like seeing, because King of Wands is like someone with a lot of passion, and I feel like you guys have learned that too strong of a passion, something that burns too bright, usually doesn't last. And that is your strength, identifying these things or these people, or like perhaps you guys are better at identifying people with ill intentions, or people who may be very lustful, or the flame moved a bit, or yeah, just people that may be very sexual, maybe like just wanting the action, or people, yeah, with a lot of passion. Usually doesn't it doesn't last, and I feel like you guys are learning that, and you guys are yeah, you guys are also good at like taking things low and not get carried away by somebody just because they come on too strong, if you know what I mean. Like, because some people oh my god, start again. Because some people may be very timid, or they could be very passive, and if someone is too strong or too controlling, they don't know how to react, and they become submissive. But for you guys are not gonna take any BS. I feel like if someone comes on too strong, or if someone oversteps your boundary, you are so quick to act. You're so quick to set your boundaries. You're not allowing people to come on too strong, or if they're not going at your pace, like, you guys are not going to tolerate that, if they aren't willing to go at your pace. But here comes the weakness as well. It's very funny. Oh, why am I getting Chariot too? The Chariot also talks about going too fast. Fast too. Yeah. Is it impatience? I guess it's a strength and also a weakness. Spirit is very funny. Okay, so because we talked about how you guys are very good at setting your boundaries, right? When people are coming on too strong. And I feel like that's also could be your weakness if you look at it from a different lens. Because you guys... Okay, I'm gonna say it. So, you guys are also very quick to boot someone out of your chariot. Like, if someone is not showing up for you, or if someone may make a tiny mistake, and you guys may sort of boot them out. You guys may sort of like... Because there's no tolerating bullshit here. There's no like... You guys don't want to deal with any sort of people who doesn't have the balls to like fulfill or meet your standards. So I guess sometimes this strong character can backfire when people try to approach you with good intentions, but sometimes you don't think, you feel like they're not up to your standard, or they cannot provide what you need, and you're very quick to put them out. Ooh. Really, Spirit? Okay. So I guess the key here is to really balance out this energy. Learn when to accept people in, and learn... Because sometimes, I understand, because humans, we're all flawed, and you guys are so like grounded and spiritual, and you guys, we talked about like how you guys basically is an old soul, but a lot of us on this planet aren't, or they're not open to spirituality, or they're just not like, they're still operating from this ego perspective. So when someone who does things like from their ego mind, you're so quick to like kick them off, or you're so quick to judge them just because someone may have had a little bit of like egoic characteristics within them. You guys are like, nope, this is not what I want. Nope, see you later, here's the door. Like, you know what I mean? sometimes you also have to learn to accept people where they come from. Maybe people maybe a little bit more materialistic than you are, or people may value things, may not value things that you do in the same manner, but it doesn't mean that you have to kick all of these people out or show them the door. You know, and it's all about learning where people come from and knowing who has, you know, good intentions for us and who doesn't. And as long as they're good human beings, sometimes they can be selfish, okay, or sometimes they may be a little bit of materialistic, and that is fine, you know, learning to accept those human flaws. Okay. Yeah, that is indeed a very interesting message for pile number 3. Now, getting into your era. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups here reversed, and we also have 6 of Swords. These two cards both kind of gives me a vibe where oh my god, you know what okay. I guess it ties in really well because we talked about how you guys are so like spiritual and like just gone through a lot, and you guys sometimes may feel like this planet is not for you, and you wanted to escape out of the matrix or like out of the system. And I feel like sometimes you may do things that numb yourself from the human experience, or yeah, sometimes I don't know why this is coming to me, but maybe it's just for like a tiny portion, so don't worry about it if it doesn't resonate. But yeah, like you may have this tendency where you want to escape from the world, or you want to escape from society. Regardless of what you do, maybe for you it's about using whatever, maybe some of you it's about like going on a retreat, going to places, or just maybe like going to a secluded place. So I guess getting into the era it's all about balancing out those energy, because there's nothing wrong with being spiritual. There's nothing wrong with wanting to like not deal with the human experience. But I feel like, you know, in order to get to that place of truly unbotheredness and truly align with yourself, you have to acknowledge that we're still in a human shell and we're so limited. We have limited capacity. So I guess as much as you want to escape this world or this humanity, the best way forward is to learn to accept humanity as is, and learn that it is okay to have imperfections. You know, see the perfection in the imperfections, because we're all flawed in different ways, right? And learn to appreciate that. Learn to appreciate the imperfections. No one can be perfect. No one can live a perfect life. And no one has the perfect mindset. I guess by you guys learning to accept that will get you closer to that lover's era we talked about in the beginning, which is, you know, you guys are living this like life of yours where you understand people from different walks of life, and you're also accepting everyone as who they are. You're not judging them, you're not labeling them, but instead you are acknowledging their presence. You're just acknowledging what they have to say. You're acknowledging different types of experiences that aids to your own life experience, and that's the most value that you guys are going to get. And that is how you guys can get closer to, you know, that loving energy, that energy of true fulfillment, is by just letting go of the perfectionism, or just letting go of everything has to be perfect, or people has to come right. And of course, you know, it's important to have those boundaries and allowing people to know what flaws they have, but also learning to accept, you know, where people come from. Not everyone is as strong as you guys are upon number 3, and not everyone has the capacity to understand life how you understand it, how you perceive it, or just how you decode life, you know, in general. So by you guys learning to, you know, be more engaged in other people's experiences and what they have to say, and coming from this unconditional and also non-judgmental place, this will help you further in your own personal growth, in your own loving energy. And this would also help with your union as well. If you don't have a partner yet, if you're craving for union, like, you need to be open first of all to welcoming them in. And also messages from your loved one, the Death card. This is such a beautiful card. This could be someone who passed on, or it's just like them reiterating, you know, your transformational energy. And you guys continue to learn and grow regardless of the things that happen to you. And reminding you that life isn't a struggle. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It is when you letting go of the attachments we talked about, letting go of your expectations from other people. Free them, but also freeing yourself, right? And that's when you guys can truly transform and becoming the version that you want to be, becoming that loving energy, getting into this era of true love where you guys hold space for other people. You guys have this unconditional loving energy, and also inviting this unconditional energy into your life. It's by you guys letting go of that expectation, right? Letting go of wanting things from others, wanting things to be perfect, or even wanting things in a certain way. And thinking that perhaps no one is good enough for you, or thinking that perhaps, like, all humans are, you know, all the same. They have their selfish endeavors. They all do. We all do. But by you guys just learning to let go and appreciate perhaps the kinds of imperfections, the human traits, it's what makes this experience most unique, the most special. And someday when we pass on to the other side, it will all make sense. It will all make sense to you. What you had to go through, pile number 3. I just feel like my heart is expanding too, and I feel like I want to hold space for you as well, pile number 3. So whatever you're enduring, like, know that you're not alone, and know that, like, things are going to work out, but you have to let go of needing people to behave certain way, or needing something to go a certain way, so that you can embrace that unconditional energy, right? Oh, okay, pile number 3. This is so lovely. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. So lots of love to your guides and angels for being here with us today, right? Hope you have enjoyed this reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me. I'm sending you your soul tribe. I don't know why I want to say that, but your soul tribe is definitely supporting you. All my love and light. And know that you've endured a lot. You have endured so much. And now is the time to let it go too, for other people. I'm sending you all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a brilliant star, pile 3. I believe in you guys, and I believe in you entering your lover's era, entering this energy of true transformation, of true loving and happy energy. Until next time, guys. See ya. Ciao.